You could look at the square and the compass as pretty much the same shape. They both contain the same number of degrees. You got 360 degrees in a circle, and in a square you have what? 4 right angles. The difference is not in the degree. The difference is in the corners, the shaping of it. The degrees are the same, but it's in the projection. So you got the square and you got the compass. Now, this is not the comment on masonry, you understand. I'm just using the symbology that's used in masonry. So we know that the compass what? Provides direction. And so you have the circle to provide direction, which means in order to get a true sense of direction in life, you got to understand it in a very circular way, in a way of what? Revolving patterns. And revolution is said to be pointing to a circle. This is what it means to go around, a circle. And the square, which is usually meant to symbolize you standing on your principles, this involves your foundation, your pillar, your block, your platform. So you're on a platform with a wheel. You're like a unicycle, really. If you put a circle and a square together, you know, taking aside from the imagery of the square and the compass now, you understand, and just saying square and circle. You put the circle under the square, and you have a unicycle. You have the square, your principles being placed on top of your mobility. So you move around, the circle at the bottom, you move around based on your square, the principles at the top. You flip it the other way, where the circle is at the top and the square is at the bottom, you get a lowercase I. A lowercase I. You always put your principles at the top because your principles give you your sense of direction. If you invert this and put the circle at the top, you won't be the capital version of yourself. You'll be a lowercase I, not a capital I, a lowercase I. Circle at the top, square underneath. Putting your principles below and your sense of direction above. But your sense of direction and where you're supposed to go in this life is predicated upon your principles. So your principles go on the top. So if you see it in masonry, it's the square and the compass. They don't say the compass in the square first, not to my knowledge. It's the square, then the compass. Principle determines direction. So again, this is Super T Sigma with Sigma Programming. I definitely thank you for your time and attention. You already know reaching is teaching. Continue to vibrate high, people. Peace.